I get the impression you weren't too happy tonight with your offensive execution, Bo. Is that accurate? What can you tell us about that end?
Yes, I would say that's an accurate, I think that's accurate. We just took a lot of tough shots. I thought we did such a nice job, and we didn't shoot the ball well against Martin, but we did such a nice job of moving the ball, and the shots we took tonight were so bad. It's the worst collection of shots we've taken in a long time. And I'm anxious to watch the tape and see why. Obviously, Northern Kentucky did something very well, and were able to take us out of just about everything that we tried to do. And I'm anxious to see what exactly it was that caused us to take such terrible shots.
Do you take any solace in the fact that even when it was sort of competitive, your team found another gear defensively? Happened late in the first half. They cut it to 8 there in the fourth, and they had 7 straight turnovers. A lot of these were forced. Is that mitigate some of the frustration with offense?
Yeah, I think our defense has been okay. I thought we did a really poor job of jumping to the ball against Martin, and I didn't think it was any better today, and that's frustrating. We had 2 days to work on it, and we didn't get better. The exciting part of it is it's still November, and we got plenty of time to work on it. We got a good week here where we can, we're out of class for the next couple of days, and we can really hunker down and try to get some things fixed and try to be committed to practicing a little bit better, a little bit harder, and try to fix some of these mistakes before we get into MAC play.
It's hard. You guys win by 17. You sound like you lost by 10.
Yeah, I just think that Northern Kentucky's a good team. They were able to take us out of a lot of things, and we have such a gifted group of seniors. I think it's my job to try to take them as far as they can go. And right now we're so far away that it's a little bit intimidating. There's a pretty tough stretch of a schedule coming up that we're not ready to play. So that's a little bit bothersome, I guess, as we tried to play. This is a team that played in the postseason last year, and we tried to play 7 teams that played in the postseason. And the scary part of it is you play these teams early, and you're not maybe as good as you'd hope to be early. And I guess we just got to figure it out, and we got to figure it out a little bit quicker than we're currently figuring it out.
Coach, 6 assists, 15 turnovers, obviously not what you're looking for. What kept the ball as sticky as it was tonight at times?
I think you got to credit Northern Kentucky. I thought they did a nice job of taking things away from us. I thought our offense looked as bad as it's looked in maybe 2-3 years. I don't remember an offensive game as poorly played as we played this offensive game. And you can't just say we were bad. You have to give credit to Northern Kentucky and what they were able to do. And I assume with videotape and other teams' ability to do scouting, we're going to see more of it. So we need to figure that out, and probably figure it out sooner rather than later.
This is a team, Northern Kentucky, that really likes to slow the game down and limit possessions from the opponents. How did that affect you guys tonight?
That might have been part of it. I don't know. I thought they did a good job of getting in their sets, and they were pretty deliberate on offense, and maybe that took some of the wind out of our sails as the length of the defensive possessions that we played. It's hard to really pinpoint right now until you have a chance to watch it on tape and really break it down what our biggest deficiency was, other than our ability to make shots. That was obviously a big problem. Our shooting percentage has been abysmal the last couple games, but as I mentioned, it's early in the season, and we got time to work those things out. We just have to be committed to working those things out.
It is early in the season, but also, like you just said, you got a tough stretch coming up. So how worried are you about the state of your team with some tough non-conference opponents coming up?
I'm always worried about the state of our team before games. I feel very comfortable with our team right after we lose our last game of the season. And so then I am consistently worried about the state of our team.
Coach, tonight seems like a loss, and obviously it wasn't. The way your team responded in, what was it, the first 30 seconds of the second half, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I thought in stretches we played really, really well. The problem is we scored, and it's not a problem, it's a good thing. We scored we scored 31 points off turnovers, and we played in transition well, which is something that this team does well. Excuse me, sir, you're late?
I know, I was at a basketball game.
This is something that we do well, and we're just so incredibly inefficient in our half-court offense, and it's just something that needs to get fixed. And it's nice when you can leave a game and you know exactly what you did poorly. It makes practicing the next day a little bit easier. We got killed on the boards in our offense. Nobody could watch us play offense and think that looked really good. So it's something that you go in, practice, and you try to fix. And hopefully our players are interested in fixing that.
For the first time all season, Jasmine didn't have double digits in points. Did you?
I blame her too.
What's that?
What was your question?
I'm happy you can find comical. But, is that going to be a concern for you at all moving forward? That
No.
no.
We're going to be pretty balanced. We're not going to be a team that the same 2-3 people score the same amount of points every night. I think Kiki will probably be one of our leading scorers on a regular basis. But after that, I don't know. Some of it's going to depend on matchups. Some of it's going to depend on how people are playing us. Some of that's going to depend on foul trouble. Jazz didn't play but 26 minutes. Some of that's going to depend on who's playing well. You wouldn't know it tonight, but we have a pretty good bench that can score. So some of those nights, those bench players are going to get significant more minutes, and that's going to cut into a particular starter's minutes. So, I think we really pride ourselves on being a team and functioning as a team. And so that means scoring is going to kind of fluctuate between players and things of that sort.
Kiki obviously goes down low, but does it seem surprising that you scored 40 points in the paint for only your starting forwards with 9 points?
I think you got to factor in all those points in transition. We were able to get out and run a little bit. I thought Monty got in the paint a little bit on her drives. I'm surprised we scored 40 points anywhere.
Monty had a nice start to the game and then got a little jittery, kind of seeing him starting jacking up some shots that maybe you wouldn't advise her. What did you tell her after that stretch?
Monty
Berg.
I thought her shots were fine. I told her to make them. But, that's a freshman. They're going to play really good one day, and they're not going to do as good the next day. She didn't try any less hard. I think she was a victim of just poor offense. I don't think we did anything to help her. I thought we did a great job of helping her against Martin, and I thought we did nothing to help her today. And that's not Monty's fault as much as it is anybody else that was on the floor at that time. Kiki only scored because she was good. We didn't do one thing to help Kiki get an easy shot today. Her level of difficulty on her shots were as high as they've been in a long time. She's just really good. So she's able to make shots when we run miserable offense, and that's what happened today.
What's the plan for Thanksgiving break?
Practice.
Practice
Every day.
every day.
Well, not tomorrow. We got tomorrow off. But we're going to practice Wednesday. We're going to practice Thursday. We're going to practice Friday. I did lie to you. I'm sorry. But I retracted that statement. But we are going to take tomorrow off, and then we're going to practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we don't have school, and we might practice a long time one of those days.